was getting ready to blame it on me, but it wasn't my guitar. Just didn't know where it was. Let's see. We better get back, since we're at the Mountain Orchard Club, we better get back to some cowboy music, some western music. So we'll do a song for you. It's written by Bob Nolan. You guys know who Bob Nolan was? He was one of the founding members of the Sons of Pioneers with Leonard Sly. It was Roy Rogers' real name was Leonard Sly. Let me get a note here. I don't know what it says though. Oh, released in 1941. April. Jackie said, get on with it. We got some songs here. All day I faced the barren waste without the taste of water. Cool water. Oh, Dan and I with throats burned dry and soul that cried for water. Moving, Dad, don't you listen to him, Dad. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dad, can you see that big green tree with the water running free, and it's waiting there for me and you? The nights are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water. Cool water. But with the dawn I wake and yawn and carry on to water. Cool, clear water. Keep moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree with the water running free, and it's waiting there for me and you? The shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water. Cool water. And with this, hear our prayer and show us where there's water. Cool, clear water. Keep moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree with the water running free, and it's waiting there for me and you? Dan, seed our soul, and he's yearning for just one thing more than water. Cool water. Like me, I guess she'd like to rest where there's no quest for water. Cool, clear water. Cool, clear water.
More beer.
More. More beer. I'm gonna make her sing one, so she can get another drink. Get wet the whistle.
Okay.
I didn't write a bunch of notes on this one, so we're just gonna play it.
Yay. He doesn't usually talk this much. He's just like, hey.
informative, so I hope you guys learned something.
Yeah, but I'm standing up here like some big old dork.
I wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoky smog on Rocky Top. There ain't no telephone bill. Now once I loved a man on Rocky Top, half fair, the other half cat. Wild as a mink for sweet as soda pop, and I still dream about that. On Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Once two strangers climbed on Rocky Top, looking for a moonshine still. Strangers ain't come down from Rocky Top, reckon they never will. Now corn won't grow at all on Rocky Top, the dirt's too rocky by far. And that's why all the folks on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar. Oh, Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Now I spent years of cramped up city life, trapped like a duck in a pen. All I know is it's a pity life can be simple again. Oh, Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Oh, Rocky Top,
Looks like we're running short on time. I'm gonna do at least 2 more songs for you guys.
Yeah.
We don't mind.
You don't mind? Is that right?
We don't
You have, and then questions? Can I do 2 more songs and then we'll do some questions?
Yeah.
How's that sound? All right.
10 more songs.
10 more? I've actually got about 10 more I put on this list. I don't know why. Me and Jackie are actually used to playing for 3 hours straight. So trying to figure out a 1 hour long set list was like, wow. Okay, I got, I had 3 lists this long. I'm like, take this one out, take this one out, but so anyway, now I'm wasting more time by talking again. Sorry, honey.
I'm getting used to it now.
We don't have to be anywhere until the barbecue.
Oh, nice. All right, well, then I can get through all these songs. I'm going to do a song that's actually kind of a more modern song, but it's country song. Chris Ledoux, you guys familiar with Chris Ledoux?
yeah.
So I'm going to do one of my favorite Chris Ledoux songs. I'm going to dedicate it to a friend of mine that passed away back on August 14th, Keen Brown. He was a cowboy, but I'm going to dedicate this song to him. And this is called You Just Can't See Him from the Road. You don't see him much on the big screen anymore. The kids don't ride along with Roy and Gene. That ain't really him with all those feathers in his hat. Some Frenchman's name embroidered on his jeans. He's still out there riding fences, still makes his living with his road. As long as there's a sunset, he'll keep riding for the brand. You just can't see him from the road. But he never learned how to line dance, barely learned how to walk. But he's worn a lot of leather off the tree. He's had one or two good horses he counts among his friends, and he never drew a breath that wasn't free. And he's still out there riding fences, still makes his living with his road. As long as there's a sunset, he'll keep riding for the brand. You just can't see him from the road. But he's tall in the saddle, kind of short on the cash. He's the last to quit and the first to buy the beer. He's a knight in leather armor, still living by the code. It's made him what he's been 100 years. And he's still out there riding fences, still makes his living with his road. As long as there's a sunset, you keep riding for the brand. You just can't see him from the road. As long as there's a sunset, you keep riding for the brand. You just can't see him from the road. So we gotta get Jackie to sing for you guys the first million seller for a female recording artist. This is back in 1935. There's a gal named Ruby Blevins who recorded under the name of Patsy Montana. That wasn't too long, was it?
No, that's bad.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and ride. I wanna ride all the plains and the desert down west of the Great Divide. I wanna hear the coyote howl while the sun sets in the west.
questions. I'm starting with one, John.
Okay?
You've taken us back a few years, actually a few decades. But, is there anybody on the contemporary scene that's keeping the tradition alive, you think?
Yeah, John Pardee, I think, actually still plays country music. As far as if you're talking on the contemporary that's being played on the regular radio,
Right.
there's actually a few guys. I know Holly really loves Tyler Childers, and some of these guys. You know, some of the guys that are kind of a little more underground. There's still some guys that are doing country music. I mean, there's a lot of the stuff that they play on the radio, on the regular radio, is like pop music to me. But that John Pardee, you'll hear his stuff on there. It was funny. I was showing some horses one time. And the guy, he had the radio playing there, and a song came on, and I was like, man, that's a great song. Who's that? And he had an app on his phone. And he held the phone up to the deal and tell you who it was. It was John Pardee. And then about half hour later, another song called. I'm like, that's a good song. Who's that? And he goes over and puts his phone. It was John Pardee. So I'm like, I think John Pardee is my mainstream new guy that I like. I actually do a couple of his songs even, those are probably the newest songs that I know.
Same with the barbecue.
Oh, I will. They're good dance songs. Yeah, Heartache Medication and You're the One. Sing that song? You're the one.
Which one can Jackie sing?
It's what?
Which one can Jackie sing?
Which one can Jackie sing?
I don't
Of the new stuff?
Oh,
I don't think she likes any of the new stuff.
Sorry, guys.
You have time for anybody else have a question or two?
yeah, I do.
Go
You
ahead.
are the cutest couple ever. I mean, it's just been so delightful. How did you two meet?
How did we meet? Is that what the question was? Well, on the new CD that's coming out, there's actually a song that I wrote about
Durango.
how we met. But no, it's not in Durango.
That was not me.
Yes. When she talks about that song, she says, well, sing that song about your prostitute. But actually, the way that we met was, we actually met at the Cactus Moon bar.
Okay,
Yeah, I walked up there and I said, hey, can I buy you a drink? She goes, no, I buy my own drinks. I'm like, oh, okay. I started to walk off and she says, but I'll dance with you. And I said, okay. And I used to be a pretty good dancer. I don't dance much anymore, but so we danced a little bit. And I gotta give it to this guy. Me and her standing there talking, and there's under the cooler, the AC, whatever, right there, kind of cooling off. And I gotta give this guy. He was a really brave guy. He comes up right there between us and asks her to dance. And she turns around to me and hands me her beer and says, hey, hold this, I'm gonna go dance with this guy. Yeah.
Right, Jackie.
I was there to dance, all right?
And I'm standing there holding my drink and her beer, and I'm thinking, what am I doing here? You know, I'm just almost ready to set that beer down, but thankfully that guy didn't know how to dance. She comes back off the dance floor and says, that guy can't dance, come on, let's dance. And the rest is history.
There you go.
I think I got a good face to my mother because she taught me how to dance.
19 years later, here we go.
how did you know, how did you get to know that you could sing together like this? I mean, you just.
That's another
you're
funny
just
story.
phenomenal. It's just so.
I'm definitely gonna need more beer.
Yes, you
These tickets are good, I can just go over to the thing.
That's okay.
Good, great one too.
Oh, you want one too?
Yeah.
Look
Yes,
at
I'll get it for you.
So,
Look
oh,
at
thank you, man.
Chris
Crown on the Rock. Thanks, man.
Cool water.
So, we actually dated for 2 years before we got married. The night before we got married, there was a bunch of us went to Eddie's Cocktails, what was on Broadway over there.
Okay, oh yeah.
And
Yeah, old Eddie's.
remember that over there? It was a great dance place. We loved that place. Kathy and the Dust Devils.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go sit down. So anyway, we're sitting there, you know, instead of having a bachelor and bachelorette party, a bunch of us all went out. So we're all sitting there at the table, and the band goes on a break, about their second break, and Jackie starts getting real nervous. She's kind of shaking and fidgeting and looking around, and I'm like, what's the matter? She goes, nothing. I'm like, sure?
That's a
She's like, yeah,
typical
nothing.
response, right?
Yeah.
Female response? No, it's not.
And then Kathy, the singer from the band, Kathy and the Dust Devils, she went into the restroom, and Jackie follows her in the restroom. She comes back out, and now she's in a real nervous wreck. Thank you, man. And I'm thinking that maybe her husband just walked in or something. You know, we're getting married the next day, but I'm like, something's going on here. And But so she gets up with the band and goes back up on the band stage. And my friend Jed, who's passed away now, but Jed Mayfield was sitting next to me, Todd's brother, was sitting right next to me. And Jackie goes up on the stage and Jed says, "Can she sing?" And I said, "I don't know." We dated for 2 years. I've never heard her sing, nothing, ever.
Wow.
And so she sang "Only You." And it was beautiful. I mean, the dance floor was packed. She got mad because she wanted to sing it to me, but the dance floor got packed so she couldn't see me. So she was kind of mad about that. But, and about 3 lines into it, Jed looks over at me and he says, "She can sing." I'm like, "Yeah, she can." And then I couldn't get her to sing again for years, but she came to me one day and she says, "I want to sing a song at church." So we actually worked it up and worked on that song, "Were You There?" And I played guitar and she sang it. And there wasn't a dry eye in the house when she got done singing it. And I'm not sure how I talked her into actually singing with the band. She hated it for the first 8 or 10 months. But anyway, I think somebody else had a question.
Yeah, and Jackie's a nurse, by the way. I don't know if those of you don't know that.
And we'll have her masters next month.
Yeah.
All right.
You all do like,
Thank
do
you.
like you do like that, maybe a George Jones and Tammy Wynette or a Johnny Cash. and
We
June
do
Carter right
We
now?
do, yeah, and I had some Johnny Cash and June Carter on here we were gonna do, and some Conway and Loretta. We're gonna do a couple more songs.
How about singing "Were You There"?
You know what? We haven't played it in, it's been a few years, so she could probably sing it, but I would fail on the guitar playing on it, I'm almost
But you do
positive.
Johnny Cash better than Johnny Cash.
Well,
You do. I
Look,
put you down before.
there was another Johnny Cash song I was gonna do too, with Folsom Prison. You know, he says, "Hello, I'm Johnny Cash." So what me and Jackie been doing when we start, I walk up to the mic and I say, "Hello, we're Johnny and Jack." Sometimes they laugh, sometimes they look at me like, "What's the matter with this guy?" So anyway, here's Johnny and June song. Oh, no. You want to do that one? Oh. We were wondering what song we were going to do. We got married in a fever,
Hotter than a pepper's brow. We've been talking about
Jackson ever since the fire went out. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look at Jackson town.
We'll go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your head. Go play your hand, you big talking man. Make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go to Jackson. Go comb your heart.
Which one?
Pick one.
I'm going to snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
Well, when I breathe in that city, people gonna step and die.
Ha!
All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know. Hell yeah, I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. Well, they're gonna laugh at you in Jackson. I'll be dancing on the pony cab. They'll lead around town like a scalded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go to Jackson, you big talking man. And I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my J-Pan van.
Well, we got married in a fever,
Hotter than a pepper fry.
we've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Yeah, I'm going
Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, ain't never coming back. Now we got married in the theater, higher than the first round. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Yeah, we're going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, we're going to Jackson.
Thank you.
Yes, you are. Ain't never coming back. Yeah, we're going to Jackson. Ain't never coming back.
One more, we're gonna do one more song?
Oh, of course.
Chuck said one more.
You got a lot of drink left, you gotta play more.
It won't go to waste, don't worry.
I know you will.
You want
Roy
to?
Orbison, do you?
Roy Orbison.
Oh,
We
Pretty
actually
Woman.
know a song that Roy Orbison wrote.
Pretty Woman.
I don't know Pretty Woman.
Yes, you do, you got it right there.
Yeah. But I don't know the Roy Orbison. We're gonna get in trouble. I know a very pretty woman, but I don't know the song Pretty Woman.
You're a little late, not a little late.
Actually, oh, you know what? Let's sing. You guys want to hear a really sad song?
No.
Oh, come on! Come on!
It's been too sad of a year ago.
Yes.
You don't even know who I am.
Patty loves
It's a
that
song. It's a song that we just learned about a week ago. That's like it's like when Jackie mentioned it to me and I listened to it. I'm like, oh, we got to play that song. It's horrible sad. But you know what? Instead, this will match in more with what we were doing tonight.
And it's
We'll
on
do-
the list.
And it is on the list. It's another Patty Loveless song. It's not really that sad a song. It's kind of a sad.
play another happiness.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do two more.
Can you do the lights up, please?
Yeah, can we do three?
I don't know, maybe.
In the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky, that's the place where I traced my bloodline, and it's there I read on a hillside gravestone, you will never leave Harlan alive. Oh, my granddaddy's dad crossed the Cumberland Mountains, where he took a pretty girl to be his bride. Said, won't you walk with me out of the mouth of this holler, or we'll never leave Harlan alive. Where the sun comes out about 10 in the morning and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life just thinking of how to get away. No one ever knew tobacco wasn't selling, but old Granddad knew what he'd do to survive. He went and dug for Harlan Coke, and he sent the money back to Grandma, but he never left Harlan alive. Where the sun comes up about 10 in the morning, and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life digging coal from the bottom of your grave. You will never leave Harlan
Appreciate you having us out there. We had a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys had half as much fun as we did, because that means we had